arrested for treason and sent to a high-security prison via train. But Lori once again said, "Fuck this," and just rolled off the train. Lori avoided capture.
All right, it's April 9th, 2002, 4 a.m. in the morning, getting ready for work. I've been sick the last few days, and I'm making this video because a few of you reached out to me and you've asked me, hey, are you okay? Haven't heard from you in a while. I post a lot of videos, so I guess when you go dark for a few days, people get concerned, and I want to say thank you. I'm glad you guys were checking up on me. As you can see, I've lost some weight. I've been fasting for over 72 hours. I have this issue that I've suffered with most of my adult life, and I have to be super, super careful with my diet. If I eat the wrong thing and I don't pay attention, I get stopped up. And that can become a life-threatening condition if I'm not paying attention. So, what tends to happen is we work, and if we're not paying attention, especially when your schedule's switching and you're not regular, if you're one of these people that works weird shifts, weird hours, and you don't keep a schedule of regularity, and yes, I'm talking about taking a dump. If you're not paying attention to that, and it gets away from you, and you have a condition like what I have, it causes a lot of problems. And the easiest and quickest way for me to fix that has always been fasting. So whenever I get plugged up, in the last 10 years, I've been hospitalized twice for it. They can become a very life-threatening condition because basically you're plugged up and your stuff's got nowhere to go. And if you can't come out, it can kill you after a certain point. So it's very serious. And when it does happen, like I said, I'll just fast. And then, unfortunately, that comes with its own problems. So I've been scrolling a lot on my phone on the toilet. Oh, what a wonderful thing to be talking about at 4 in the morning. I've also been catching up on figurine painting because I haven't really been able to go anywhere or do anything. But I've lost a lot of weight. And you can see, like, underneath it all, like, I'm pretty shredded. That's all bloating. You know, people give me a lot of crap for my stomach, and they're like, oh, if you lost your gut, you'd be able to kick better, or if you did this, and I'm like, I don't have a gut. I have bloating. I blow up like a balloon. I have to be super careful of what I eat, and I know in previous videos I've talked about following the 80-20 rule, and I do. I'm pretty good at that, of 80% clean eating, 20% pretty much whatever you want. It's the whatever you want that'll get you. Man, I have to be super, super careful because things like almonds, nuts, legumes, leafy greens, oats, grains, they'll blow me up like a balloon. And there's a lot of that stuff I like to eat. So I do have a little bit of it, and I do suffer from it. You'll see in a lot of my videos where I have really bad bloating, and I can't suck my gut in because I'm like a balloon. And I don't know, man. It's like one of those things where you shouldn't eat certain things, and you do, and it's like, why did I do that? And now I'm really kicking myself in the butt because this has been a miserable 3 days. The beauty of it is, I lost that excess. Man, I'm thin. You can see how I got rid of the mohawk. I'm back to the regular old high and tight. Now that I'm done competing for a while, I don't know, just kind of got sick of I like to change things up, and we'll stick with this for a while. Why not? Will I ever dye my hair again and get a goofy haircut? Yeah, it's not my nature to do the same thing for very long, so we'll see. There's only so much you can do with this. I don't know. I should just be thankful that at my age I still have a full head of hair. I can't imagine growing it out, but for now, we'll just go with the clean cut look. It does make me look younger. I'm going to add weight loss by dysentery as the #1 diet for 2024, followed closely by weight loss through amputation. Drop 30 pounds immediately, chop a leg off. So all I'm doing for today's training is I just wanted to see how my strength was after not eating for 3 days. The last time I did training during a fast, where I was fasting intentionally and not because of a condition, I had one of the best training days I ever had. But in this instance, I was just feeling weak, and I just felt like I needed to force myself to do something. And then once I got under the barbell, I started feeling pretty good. I was able to work up to 365 pounds for a triple. I didn't have the advantage of a spotter, so I didn't push it too much. I didn't push it any past that. Then I just decided to call it a day. Yesterday I did not go to work. I wound up taking the day off. And today it's early. We're going to get after it. And I still kind of feel a little off, but man, I lost some weight. It just blows me away looking in the camera. But I'm actually on the scale this morning. I'm still 215 pounds, so I haven't lost too much. Oh man, the old high and tight's back. I'm done with the mohawk. For how long? I don't know. I decided, why not? It's like, I just get sick of looking at the same old thing every day. So, and my wife is saying, like, you're going to do the coloring from your hair forever? So when she starts giving me the squinty eye, it's like, oh, life's over it. Time to change things up a little. If I'm not making her happy, then what the hell am I doing? So I decided to clean up for her. I don't know. It's not as much fun, but it is super easy to maintain. Like I cut my own hair, so trimming this up only takes me a minute or two. Man. So I am going to keep this video short because I do have to get to work by 5, which means I only got a few minutes before I got to get here. But I just thought I would respond to a comment or two. One thing I'm learning, so I've been doing this thing where when I do the titles of my videos, I try to hook people. Like an example would be this Angry Marine Rant, why are Gen X and Millennials aging better than Boomers? And I've noticed a lot of the comments that I got on that, people obviously are not watching videos. They just read the titles and then comment. Because they're arguing with me with points that I agree with them on within the first minute of the video either. So it's not like you have to watch the video for any length of time for me to actually agree with you. Like, that's literally the first thing I state when I watch the video. So I will say, like, if you're going to comment on the video, at least watch it. Otherwise, I mean, like I would never do a book report on the title of the book. That's weird to me. And I'm not saying that you should or like my videos suck. So if you don't want to watch them, that's fine. I don't blame you. But it's weird to. I mean, I don't even know how to respond because I'm agreeing with most of them. But there's this one comment at 4U2NV503 and. He's talking about me being on PEDs, and he says, what are you on? You're clearly not natty. Let's be adults here, buddy. And I'm thinking, like, I get a lot of people just passing through, and they'll see someone like, oh, this guy's not natural. But it's like, if you took, like, even, like, a cursory amount of time to just sort of browse the titles of my videos, you would see that I talk about this a lot. And it's like, you're trying to call me out in my comments section, and I've made videos on this, like, in depth, ad nauseum, and it's something I don't mind talking about, and I like to talk about it, and I think it's important to talk about it. It's important to have adult discussions about it. So to you, I will say, if you are willing to actually go and watch a few of my videos, specifically the one where I do basically a comparison of me natural at the age of 45 versus now. If you want, I mean, if you watch the first couple minutes of that one and then come back, we can have a discussion about it because it is something that I think is important to talk about. And I will say, at my age, I'm not making any apologies for anything. You know what I mean? I'm just glad I could still participate in the sport. If anything, getting sick like this, every time this happens and I get to the other side of it, a lot of the times the reason why I do recover so well is because I think a lot of the protocol that I use and the training that I do and the fact that I do, for the most part, live pretty clean, because a lot of people, it's a lot harder for people to get over sicknesses. I notice a lot of my coworkers and people that I know in real life, when they get sick, it hits them a lot harder than it does me. I burn through colds pretty fast. I'm not the kind of, I don't stay sick very long. And usually when I am sick, I take steps to try to remedy it, like fasting for 3 days. You're plugged up, so what do? Stop eating. let it clear, things of that nature. And I think that if done properly, this lifestyle can add a layer of resilience to you. Everybody talks about, you know, the negative health effects and how bad all this stuff that we do is for us, but what about the good? I mean, because in a lot of ways, if you're doing it right, you can bulletproof yourself from a lot of things, and I think that's something that needs to be discussed. You have to discuss the good and the bad, and that's something I would totally do a video on if you guys are interested in. I've made plenty of them, but I'll make as many more, and I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Ask me a specific question, and I'll give you a specific answer, and we can go in as little or as much detail as you guys want. I made a short video painting Warhammer figurines, and that's something I'm considering doing a second channel on. I'm really passionate about painting and doing little miniatures, so if that's something any of you guys are interested, let me know. I don't really want to clog this channel up with it. I don't mind doing like little shorts and stuff, kind of showing stuff like that off, but I wouldn't want to make it a feature. But I would totally be down to make a second channel that just focuses on like my nerd stuff. I like Warhammer, I like Gundam, Star Wars, Halo, Jesus, pretty much any, oh my God. Space Marine, if it's got a Marine in outer space, I'm all over it. So, yeah, let me know. I was thinking about doing that. I think that would be a lot of fun. The only thing is when you're trying to show off the process for painting, those are long. It's hard to do a lot of the editing. It's hard to have the time to like hone that down to something usable. So it's a lot more work than fitness, believe it or not. But it's something that's a lot of fun. And if you're interested in it, I'm all about it. Anyway, I gotta get to work. Hit me up in the comment sections. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about, because I am kind of having a mental block here, and I really don't know what to do content on. I'm sort of in a limbo area because I'm in that middle where I'm not competing, and I'm sort of just floating along, you know, not really knowing what direction to go in. And there's a bunch of different things ideas I have bouncing around in my head. But yeah, help me out. Give me a topic, and I'll make a video on it. Love you guys. See you on the battlefield.